Next on Worcester News tonight, a local school is equipped with special door locks intended to keep school shooters out. We hear from the couple who invented them. Plus, a 9-year-old Grafton boy is carrying on his tradition of selling lemonade to help support veterans. But first tonight, we begin in Worcester, where there's a heavy police presence off of Everard Street. Good evening, I'm Anna Botari. There's a little information at this hour, but what we can tell you is police blocked off the street around 8 o'clock tonight. Officers were seen going in and out of this home and searching the area with flashlights. Again, heavy police presence on Everard Street. We'll update you as soon as we learn more. A Worcester principal and her husband are making sure the students of Worcester's Abby Kelly Foster School are safe. Their new invention, known as the teacher lock, allows educators to bolt doors from the inside of their classrooms and can only be unlocked by first responders. The hope is if a school shooter ever made their way in, everyone would be safe. Our Cam Jandro has the story.
Anna, Amy and Sal Emma have been working on this device for several months now. When I walked through the front door of Abby Kelly today, they were installing yet another one on a door because they feel this product can save lives. Putting things on lockdown.
There and secures the door.
Amy and Salvatore Emma are creators of the teacher lock, a door lock aimed at preventing intruders from entering the classroom.
It is a device that was designed to maintain the control of the classroom door in the hands of the teacher.
Teacher lock is locked by the teacher. Emma says the door can be locked nearly 5 times faster than a standard key lock. The only way to get in from the hall is with a special key, which currently is only given to first responders.
Definitely allows the teacher to lock the door in seconds versus leaving the hallway, definitely saving valuable time. All we need to do is to buy 4 to 6 minutes until the authorities arrive.
In the wake of the Parkland, Florida shooting, the couple realized gaining access into their school was simply too easy.
I had come in on a Saturday to work and I left my office key at home. So Sal had broken in just seconds, and that led to the conversation about that didn't seem so safe.
24 classrooms in Abby Kelly are equipped with the device. The couple says they've been getting requests from all over the country.
Alexandria, Virginia, there's Flint, Michigan, there's San Antonio, Texas.
The Emmas say they designed teacher locks so intruders can't open a door if they break the glass. For the couple, starting the company is something they felt they had to do.
And our mission is protecting students one door at a time. We believe that. That's above all. That's what we're here to do, and we think we're on the right track.
Now, the couple says their goal is to teacher lock every single door in Abby Kelly. They also said it's an interesting business venture because they're selling a product they hope never gets used. Anna?
Thanks, Cam. A 9-year-old Grafton boy is hosting his annual lemonade stand to raise money for veterans. Tyler Hardiman originally started the lemonade stand 4 years ago for a police officer in the town who had been diagnosed with cancer. The second year, he decided to give back to veterans by donating all of the proceeds to Project New Hope. Last year, he raised $4,000. Founder of the organization, Bill Moore, thinks Tyler's efforts are fantastic.
People, they forget that we're still in war and that we still have men and women serving in, Iraq, Afghanistan, Africa, Kosovo, all over the world here. So it's nice to see that, you have a young man like this and with his mom and dad supporting him and his grandparents and stuff, that they're thinking of others and not just themselves here and helping us provide services to the men and women who have served or are still serving.
Tyler's mom, Danielle, says each year the stand has received more and more attention. She says Tyler says he wants to go into the Army when he gets older, and she says this is his way of doing his duty right now.
He wants to help those that are helping us now.
I wanted to help all veterans, and not all of the money goes to every single veteran.
Tyler says his goal for this year's fundraiser is $5,000. An employee at a Rutland business says she's lucky to be alive tonight. An electric box is likely to blame for the structure fire at a vehicle repair shop, but it's the company's surroundings that made fighting the fire difficult. Our Brittany Schaefer explains.
A vehicle repair shop bursts into flames Friday morning. Mechanic Cassandra Caceres says she left the shop to grab supplies for a few minutes and couldn't believe her eyes when she returned.
I saw smoke coming from the side of the building. So immediately I ran inside. I did see some fire, so I called 911. All of a sudden it blew up. It sounded like popping, cracking, almost little explosions, and it was really scary.
Caceres says there is heavy damage to the building, but it could have been much worse.
We've got a Century Oil next door, so luckily I was able to get somebody that was over there and have them get their trucks out as soon as they could, because that would have been devastating.
Deputy Chief Jeff Lowe says the oil trucks weren't the only dangerous risk with the building. He says the solar panels on the roof made their job tricky.
Poses a problem for us because they stay energized all the time. There's no cutoff switch, so it kind of changes our operation a little bit. Usually, more times than not, we would have to cut a hole in the roof to allow the gases and smoke to escape, but we couldn't do that with this, so we had to go on the outside through the ridge here.
At least 5 neighboring towns aided in the fire. Lowe says the extra help makes a big difference for a small department.
We were short-handed to begin with because of the other call, but during the day we are short-handed anyways.
And then Rutland was here, and then Holden, and I feel like almost the whole state is here. All these men and women, they're just incredible people for being here and helping out.
As for Caceres, she says she hopes she can return to work soon.
Unfortunately, I think I can't work for another little while, but for me, it's okay. I don't care as long as everyone's okay.
Lowe says a roof collapse was also a possible danger. He says it's a truss roof, which is only being held up by wood and thin metal. As for the cause of the fire, it is still under investigation. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
A well-known organist has resigned from his position at the College of the Holy Cross following sexual abuse allegations against him. According to the college, James David Christie was put on administrative leave the same day President Philip Burrows received the letter from some of Christie's accusers and barred him from campus and from interacting with college community members. Christie has since resigned his position as artist in residence. The Boston Globe reported the allegations on Friday morning following interviews with several students from Holy Cross, Oberlin College, and Conservatory in Ohio, who described sexual misconduct by Christie. In a statement, Burrows says in part, "Words are not enough in moments like these. And while it is true that I will hold these members of our community in my heart and prayers, I also vow that the college will be aggressive and thorough in pursuing a full review of the issues and behaviors articulated in the Globe article. You have my commitment to address this situation head on." Switching gears to developing news tonight, the State Department of Public Health announcing 3 people and 1 horse were infected with West Nile. All 3 people were hospitalized but have been discharged. We know the 3 people were all women from Worcester, Middlesex, and Suffolk counties. The horse had to be euthanized. Last year, there were 6 human cases of West Nile virus in the state. Worcester Public School teachers and staff kick off the school year with their annual Back to School celebration Friday. More than 4,000 public school employees were at the DCU Center to prepare for the start of school on Monday. The celebration includes awards, a spirit competition, and a keynote speaker. Superintendent Maureen Benenda, the city manager, and other city officials also addressed the crowd, reminding staff they're the leaders of the city and for some students, the only reliable adults they have in their lives. It's been more than 2 years since Southbridge public schools were taken over by the state. The Board of Elementary and Secondary Education designated them a Level 5 district in 2016, meaning the schools are classified as chronically underperforming. Our Chandler Walsh has the story.
Southbridge Public Schools are years away from operating on their own. The district's state-appointed receiver, Dr. Jeffrey Villar, is making strides to turn the district around. He says his main goal for the upcoming school year is to improve school culture.
We need to establish respectful relationships between adults and children. We need schools where kids like to come to school, feel supported and challenged, and teachers like to work there.
To do so, Villar is putting the district through extensive teacher training. West Street parent Glenda Rojas says school has been tough in her family, and she's hopeful for change.
To see my kid do better and less struggling, less bullying.
Villar is also working to improve attendance, make classrooms more engaging, and offer extra help for students who need it. But he says uprighting the district will take 6 to 7 years. He says constant turnover in leaders, 11 to 15 in just a decade, is to blame.
Creating really systemic, somewhat chaos, right? So individuals are kind of left to fight for themselves. And for teachers in particular, creates a really difficult context for them to work in.
School Board Chair Jacqueline Ryan says the district is at its lowest point. She says the state has so far been unsuccessful. Villar is the district's second receiver.
If we do not have that stability in leadership, we are not going to be able to focus on any other part of the turnaround plan.
Villar says he's trying to convince parents and families he's here to stay and to stick with the district.
It's my mission to make our choice a difficult one where they're going to say, gee, I don't know if I want to pass up on that school.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
Turning a tragedy into something positive. It's what one Shrewsbury couple is doing after losing their daughter just months after she was born. Ella Brown was born in January last year and was later diagnosed with a rare autoinflammatory disease. This led to long commutes and hours for the new parents at Boston Children's Hospital. The Browns said they had a great support system, but wanted to make sure other families with premature or sick infants had the same help.
We always had someone where if we needed, a meal or we just needed to get out of the hospital for a little while, we had that. And not everybody has that outstanding support system like we do. So we wanted to help provide something, even if it's a little bit of reprieve. I think that would be great.
Ella died in April of 2017. Dan and Kate started Umbrellas for Infants named after their daughter earlier this year. The nonprofit organization will provide care packages, meals, and help with child care for families at the neonatal intensive care unit.
Our main goal is to provide families with what they need. We know that what every family needs in that situation is a little bit different, so we definitely like to start smaller and really be able to provide some individualized support to families. And if we get to a point where we can expand beyond, that would be wonderful. But for now, we want to focus on Central Mass.
The Shrewsbury couple now have a healthy 4-month-old boy named Brennan. They say you can head to their website if you'd like to donate or if you need their services. A lifelong Worcester resident turns 100 years old this Saturday. Today, Frances Krastowski got a celebration of her own at the Summit Elder Care Program on Grafton Street. Frances graduated from North High School in Worcester in 1936 and went on to work for the school system working with hearing impaired children. She says her 4 children, many grandchildren, and great-grandchildren are what keep her going every day.
One of the most wonderful days in my life. I'll just keep on living, and I'll handle what life gives to me, and I'll act with it accordingly.
Fallon Health's Summit Elder Care Program is an all-inclusive program working with elders to get all of their medical and social care in one location, but still give the capability to live independently in the comfort of their own home.